Hello, this is Ryan with Ivy Tech, and now I'm going to show you how to check the calibration of a laser level. Critical to do this on a regular basis, especially before a big job, so you can have faith in your instrument. So what I'm going to do is take and rotate this instrument so that the x-axis is facing the wall to my right. So I'm about 100 feet away. I've got masking tape on the wall. The x-axis, if you're wondering, there's a little letter X with a line, and the y-axis has a letter Y with a line, so you know what the axes are. So this laser is rotating about a plane, and obviously we want to make sure it's level. So when we point it, if it's off in space, kind of tilted, it'll give us a high mark, and then when I rotate the instrument and do it again, it'll give me a low mark, and I'll see the difference between the two and know I'm off. But if it's ideal and it's within calibration, we won't be off. So I'm going to clamp this with the X facing the wall, power it up so it can auto level. And then my partner is going to use a receiver at the other end to put a mark on that masking tape that corresponds with the location of this laser. Now his receiver is set at 1/16 of an inch tolerance, which is the smallest tolerance we have, so we can accurately mark and check our calibration. So he's moving his receiver up and down till he zeroes in on the point. Then he's going to make a small mark to reference top of beam, and then he'll label that mark X1 to represent our first X number. Alright, so he's good, so I'm going to unclamp, rotate this instrument 180 degrees so the X is now pointing away from the wall, reclamp it, and then power up so it'll level, shoot the beam again, and if we're within calibration, it will be almost right on the same line. I believe this laser's rated at 1/8 of an inch in 200 feet, so we should technically be within a 1/16 of an inch here at our 100-foot distance. Good to go. And he's going to label this line that he makes X2 if it's different than the original line. Good? Power that off. Alright, now I need to check the y-axis, so I'm going to rotate so that the y-axis is facing the wall, and I want to check these axes independently, so I'm actually going to take and raise my tripod up maybe about 1 inch. That way this pair of lines is not on top of my X lines. Turn it on, let it level with Y facing the wall. We're going to check the Y plane and see if it's tilted or level. Good. Now we'll rotate this 180 degrees to check the other side of my y-axis. So the Y is pointing toward me now. Power it on and let it level. Good. Now we'll walk down and compare our marks. So here we have our X1 and our X2, and if you compare closely here, we're maybe a 1/16 of an inch off. X2 was slightly higher. Y1 and Y2, we're almost dead on. So at 100 feet, I believe that this laser is within calibration, and that's how you check the calibration of a laser level.